Well, it says I'm on my channel.
Okay, what are
Just,
we calling this?
I've just
Because
called it so we come
I
up with a name for this thing yet.
is that so with a comma or an ellipse?
Any lips? Right now I need to go over. We have never tried this before, so we don't know if it works or whether it doesn't.
You know, it
And
it it reminds me.
I'm not showing a live stream for you.
Oh, really?
So I've obviously
Maybe it's
set something up wrong there, so I might have a live stream for me. Let's just double check that.
well.
Because I'm not live streaming to any fucker, then there's no point.
Let me do this real quick.
Oh, well, I'm streaming. YouTube has just
Well, that
told me.
figures, doesn't it?
But yeah, that one was set up before. I was just trying to get into yours without having to do it the way I don't want to do it.
What?
And Gerbil has popped up in my chat.
Oh, right on. Hey, Gerbil.
And because you're not streaming, you don't have a YouTube chat.
Nope. Why the hell am I not streaming though? This is all very
I'm not sure I will figure that out soon enough. And
well, no, okay.
oh,
It's
you motherfucker, XSplit. You're only allowed to
what?
dual stream if you buy a subscription.
Oh, what the hell? What the hell were we testing?
Well, I've done streams before where I've gone to YouTube and Twitch at the same time and never had a problem, but I'm guessing XSplit got money hungry.
Oh, well. You know, I'm just reminded of Bill O'Reilly in that old clip going, "Fuck it, we'll do it live."
Well, that we are live. And
Well,
yes, I
good.
made a new sparkly thing for the background because I had to tear the whole damn thing apart.
Well, now you
No,
got to send me a damn.
it's not an
Now you got to send
Estino
me.
stream. No, it's not. There is an
Now you
S
got
in
to
it,
send
O,
me
but
a
there's no
link.
T. A link to what?
I'll just go to your channel. Oh, screw it. Screw it. We'll do it live.
Well, I haven't even found my output yet.
Okay, I got it now. There we go. Mitch the Ripper's YouTube chat, a blank wall. It's fantastic. Hey, Table Coon.
We need to get like an animated GIF of something for when it doesn't work. We'll get an animated GIF of a naked lady for dancing there when it doesn't work.
No. What we did just you want an animated GIF of my avatar, a lady, and dancing with a knife.
I've done Twitch before, Gerbil. Twitch is actually some pretty good fun when you get a community going on.
Oh, Jesus, Gerbil, you're really just laying into us today, aren't you? Good God.
Careful, Gerbil. I'm in being a dick mode. So.
Yeah, someone lit a match under his ass. I don't know who.
Well, it was Mad Woman. I mean, she's doing a nose. I'm sorry, Maddie. You're going to hear this, and I'm really, really sorry, but I found it hilarious. That you're sitting there, you're doing a news show, and you're re-editing your lines as you're going along, and it's just so like, you're a news show.
Oh, she's making it up as she goes along.
So she's making it up. It's just like, no, that is the one thing you don't do on a news show.
Well, the bright side is we can tell just watching that she's not making it up.
No, I know.
We can tell. I mean, we can. It's not like she's changing entire sentences and going, nope. I'm changing the name from Dave to Roger.
The
No, fuck that. I like Dave. Roger's a cunt. I'm gonna put his name in Dave's place.
I'm gonna make me a dummy YouTube account with a picture of Eric Idle as that character. And if I can find his character's name, because I'm pretty sure that it probably did have a name, because most of them do for some reason.
Oh, well played, Tablecoon. Gerbil's playing to stereotypes by being up your ass.
Armageddon!
What?
Have you never seen that clip?
What clip?
Armageddon the gerbil.
No.
Oh God, I'm probably gonna.
I mean, I honestly, apart from our gerbil, I don't go out looking up the word gerbil. I'm afraid of what I'll find. Call me crazy.
I found this years ago, and it's. I don't know what this will pick up and what it won't, so I'm probably going to have to put source in. So actually needing that ability to display things that I couldn't get to work. No, fuck it. I'll go another way.
Now you've just got to learn how to use OBS to make this whole thing work. If XSplit's.
Oh, fuck OBS.
I mean, if XSplit's going to be a dick.
Here's a fax from Cooter in Orlando, who sends me a copy of a story that appeared in the Los Angeles Times. He says,
not a word.
A prestigious newspaper, not the oft-maligned Weekly World News.
You might have to listen to the stream for a minute, then.
Quoting the story.
Because I want you to
In retrospect, lighting the match was my big mistake.
Thing is, I paused
I was
the
only trying to retrieve the gerbil.
Oh.
Eric Tomaszewski told the news
doctors
in the severe burns unit of Salt Lake City Hospital.
Hang on, I've got a way to do this.
And his homosexual partner, Andrew Kinky Farnham, had been admitted for emergency treatment after a felching...
If I'm participating in a stream, I tend to turn the stream off because all I really need to pay attention to is who I can hear and who's in the chat.
Well, what I will do is I'll just unplug my headset.
You see what Gerbil wrote?
Oh God!
Right, I'll actually play it through my microphone. This is the best way I can.
Okay.
Says a prestigious newspaper, not the oft-maligned Weekly World News. Quoting the story. In retrospect, lighting the match was my big mistake. But I was only trying to retrieve the gerbil. Eric Tomaszewski told the news doctors in the severe burns unit of Salt Lake City Hospital. Tomaszewski and his homosexual partner, Andrew Kinky Farnham, had been admitted for emergency treatment after a felching session had gone seriously wrong. I took the cardboard tube up his rectum and slipped Ragged, our gerbil, in, he explained. As usual, Kinky shouted out, "Armageddon!" My cue. I tried to retrieve Ragged, but he wouldn't come out again, so I peered into the queue, struck a match, thinking the light might attract me. At a hushed press conference, the hospital spokesman described what happened next. The match ignited a pocket of intestinal gas and flames shot out the tube. Tomaszewski's hair and severely burning his face. It also set fire to the gerbil's fur and whiskers, which in turn ignited a larger pocket of gas further up the intestine, propelling the rodent out like a cannonball. Time again!
God, I hope that went over the stream.
Oh, well,
Tomaszewski suffered second-degree burns and a broken nose from the impact of the gerbil. First and second-degree burns to his anus and lower intestinal tract. Time again! Might make the gerbil come out. So that's what felching is all about. Here's a fax from Cooter in Orlando.
The word Armageddon will never mean the same.
No, that's why whenever anybody mentions gerbil, the first word into my mind is Armageddon.
Quoting the story.
Oh, fuck. Why did we even start the stream again? We were talking about that.
I am really not sure.
Oh, it was Bernard Cribbins.
Oh, God,
Doctor
yeah.
Who.
Hang on, I've got YouTube playing at me. Shut up, YouTube.
Yeah, but the part where he shoots the Dalek in the eye stalk with the paintball gun. And we were talking about how the Dalek had some sort of technology that would unobstruct its view, its sight.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how 50 years ago it would have been a
windshield wiper.
wiper blade. Yeah. It just cracks me up, the whole thing. If it was like any other windshield wiper, if its alignment was only slightly off, oh, for fuck's sake, it's worse. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. That just brings in images of the Daleks kidnapping K9 and reproducing him, and basically they end up as guide dogs for blinded Daleks.
Oh, shit. I need coffee. Yeah. Hey, Spencer.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got a Spencer.
I get no chat. XSplit's being a cunt. It happens, you know.
Well, the chat's showing
Thing
up on
is,
screen. Yeah, Mitch isn't working though because these I don't know why it isn't working. I'll figure it out though. It'll work next time.
Well, ish. It's all very ishy. But Bernard Cribbins was fucking great in Doctor Who, wasn't he?
Everything I've seen him in, he's been amazing in.
Well,
I mean,
no,
granted,
not
it's not a
in that-
whole lot, but
not the Doctor Who thing that he did in the '60s. That was utter shit. But that's not on Bernard Cribbins.
no, that's all right.
Yeah, and that's. I mean,
Well,
that was
that
bad.
was what Pertwee.
No, it was actually Peter.
Peter Davison.
No. This was one of the movies they did. In
Oh,
the 60s.
Peter Sellers. Was it
Peter
Peter
what?
Sellers? No, it wasn't Peter Sellers.
No, not
it was,
Peter Sellers. It was.
It
I
was the
don't
other
even know
one.
if I'm right about Peter. Fucking
Yeah.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, Doctor Who and the Daleks.
Yeah.
I think it was Peter Sellers.
Impregnate. Oh yeah. Table quizzes.
You are the Doctor.
That's
You must be well vibrated.
Exfoliate. You have bad skin.
You cannot be the Doctor. The Doctor does not have boobs.
Where is your brassiere? Oh man, I need a voice changer so I can better do a Dalek. Hey, who got a J. Willie?
Doctor, it appears you have been injured. Where is your penis?
Oh my god. I worry so much for this new Doctor Who. With the Lady Doctor. I honestly don't care about the Lady Doctor part. Except that I don't think the Doctor should be a lady.
Lemmy Winks? What the hell is Lemmy Winks? It sounds vaguely familiar.
It sounds like a zoological version of WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks.
It sounds like Motorhead guest starring on the Teletubbies.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's even better. I could just see I could see him staring at each of them in turn with just a blank expression. You know, wondering, what the fuck have I gotten myself into?
He just turns like a fucking acid.
Oh, that's one thing I hate. Only the Cybermen can achieve maximum vibration. Oh, God. Emergency vaginal sniff? I don't know. I'm losing my fucking mind here now.
Then it begs all
No, I
the
worry.
other. Then it begs all the other jokes. The Doctor's now got a vagina. Is that bigger on the inside as well?
Oh my God. No, see, I worry about.
I mean, that's the thing. They had all this controversy
I-
over the female Doctor, and they missed all the really good jokes.
Yeah. No kidding. I mean, if you're going to be a dick and say that that there should not be a female Doctor, and I actually have a reason for saying that, more than just it's not a sexism thing. At least I don't think it is. I think the Doctor is a rather specific character with a specific point of view, and in every incarnation, there's been
There's
it's
been
all
an
been a
element that goes through
variation.
them all.
Yeah, it's been a variation on a particular personality type, and part of that personality type is the Doctor being male. And
But after 1,000 years, 2,000 years, yeah, it very much would be.
yeah, and it just doesn't. I mean, and you know, on the flip side, I love what they did with Missy.
Yeah.
I think it was brilliantly cast. I love the performance Michelle Gomez gives in that role.
To be honest, I think the BBC is going to do this whether we like it or not. But I think they've missed a step in one thing. They should actually be encouraging all of these jokes and stuff like that. It's free publicity. It lowers people's expectations so that when they do get what they was going to get anyway, they'll actually be more impressed by it because they'll, this is going to be a joke. Let's watch it and laugh. And they go, you know, actually that was pretty darn good.
Well, you know, if they kind of like how Orville was approached.
Yeah.
Everyone expected it to be nothing but a Seth MacFarlane laugh riot, but it was it turned out to be
Family Guy in space.
Well, yeah, but it turned out to be, you know, good science fiction. Not great, not hard science fiction, but good science fiction.
Yeah.
With a couple of funny little lines thrown in here and there, and it worked out brilliantly. What they've done with Doctor Who is they've created this expectation that it's going to suck. I mean, when we looked at Orville, we expected it to be okay. You know, when you first heard about it, okay, this ought to be interesting. We'll give it a shot. It should at least be fun for a bit. But turns out it was actually pretty good.
I mean, it's like Star Trek Discovery. It does still suck, but I've watched some of the episodes and actually really enjoyed them. But the show overall still sucks. I mean, they're working with 4 characters that they actually pay any attention to in it. And between those 4 characters, they've had some good interactions and got a couple of good stories out of it. But there's only so much you can do when you've got 4 characters and nothing else.
Well, the other part with Discovery is that it simply isn't Star Trek.
No, it's not.
You know,
it doesn't feel like it.
You know, it might have been fine if they said it took place 100 years after Voyager returns.
I mean, this is actually probably about the only time where you would find me arguing for feels over reals. Because yes, Discovery does have the backing of CBS. It does have the rights to all the intellectual properties. So it's real. But it just doesn't feel.
Well, no, they made a lot of missteps in creating a Star Trek show, and I'm not even going to touch on the SJW stuff. One of the mistakes they made was deciding to make it look better than the original series while placing it prior to the original series in the timeline.
That bothers me, but for a different reason. It makes it feel like they got stupider for a while before they figured things out.
In a way, yes. But like I said, I'm not really going to touch on the SJW stuff. It's the real matter, the real things that just shut me right off from it. putting it at that point in the timeline with a lot of things they did created a lot of problems for that show to be considered Star Trek. You know, Klingons having a cloaking device, Klingons not being Klingons.
And they're just throwing away 50-year-old chunks of fabric of the universe that it's trying to set itself in.
Yes. And, you know, I'm with, they've done that a bit with Doctor Who as well, haven't they? I mean, it's like they've, yeah, they keep bringing back villains and whatnot, you know, because look, we've referenced something the Fourth Doctor did.
That is more Stephen Moffat than anything else.
Well, yes, but they've also turned everything upside down and sideways so often at this point that it's not really Doctor Who anymore.
I mean, they've rebooted the universe, twice?
Yeah. And, you know, and that's all, you know, if they did it one time, you know, we want to be a little more free in how we write the show at this point. So we're going to do like a bit of a reboot where everything still happened, but some of the rules have changed about what the Doctor can do. Now, I could understand that.
Yeah, because there's some stuff that they wrote in the 70s that just makes absolutely no sense today.
Yeah, like a leaf stopping a giant parasite that looks like a star.
Yeah.
Or that looks like a sun, you know,
Or even some of the really corny or nonsensical stuff that earlier Doctors did. I mean, Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, they'd stopped giving a fuck about the series by the time they were writing for them, so they'd have dropped a few clangers that just don't reconcile with anything else, and they can just sort of retcon those out.
Right.
So long as they do it well and give it a good explanation, people will be willing to accept just about any change. If it's written well.
Yeah. Look, Gerbil writes about Discovery. Look, we have drones that can do this job. Fuck that. I'm flying out there in a spacesuit. And then Table Kun, I want Chinese Doctor Who, so we can call him Hu Manchu.
Oh, and he'd have sonic chopsticks.
Oh God, they would, wouldn't they?
They would. Unfortunately, they would.
Because it's the obvious lowbrow joke, and they could say it's not cultural appropriation because it's a Chinese doctor. This is what happens when you get socially awkward Steve. Working in the offices of a business that is meant to produce entertainment. You know, it's just, and then we could have the Chinese doctor, and the Chinese doctor could have sonic chopsticks because the Peter Capaldi doctor, he had sonic sunglasses and he played the guitar, and guitar players sometimes wear sunglasses because it looks like they're cool, so they're cool because they wear sunglasses and they play the guitar. And then with the Chinese doctor, he could have sonic chopsticks because he's Chinese, and it won't be like cultural appropriating, but it would be like something the Chinese doctor would do because they're Chinese, and the Chinese use the chopsticks. God, I swear, with watching a bunch of these shows, I can hear those conversations in my head. You know, I imagine that this is the kind of thing that happens that leads to this decision, that leads to what I'm looking at on screen now.
This isn't meant to be racist, but it kind of is. I just imagine coming out of the board meeting and there's the big black guy kind of like, you remember Police Academy Hightower?
Yes.
The really tall black guy who was built like a brick shithouse but wasn't a fat guy.
Yeah, he used to be a professional American football player.
Yeah. But I just imagine they're just walking around the corner, scratching their heads after this meeting. And he goes, was Steve in there again? And they go, yeah. And they go, damn, why is there never anybody there to slap that kid before he starts talking?
Yeah. Hightower. Hightower was a fun character.
Yeah.
And it's aren't they being entirely racist and sexist every time anyway when they'd make these kinds of decisions?
Well, yeah, but it's not racist or sexist when it's against males or white people.
No, I don't mean against males. I mean like when they have let's look at Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah.
That was fucking racist. you know, they ran with the racist stereotype of the loud, obnoxious black woman.
Yeah, even Marlowe has said as much. He wrote an article actually praising her for doing a good job in acting the part that she was given. His complaint was about the part.
Right. It wasn't about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part is fucking. The people who wrote it are fucking racist.
Because, I mean, even Marlowe in his article turned around and said, you can do better. You deserve better.
Yeah. You know, they do the same thing with a lot of the gay characters in TV shows. The first biggest stereotype was, I wouldn't say the first, but the biggest stereotype I would say is Jack from Will and Grace.
Never watched that show. I would say the biggest stereotype as far as gay people in anything goes was always the flaming gay guy.
Well, that's what he was. But he wasn't just flaming, he was hyper flaming. I mean, he was like solar flare kind of flaming.
And you ask most gay people, and those are the sort of people they want to punch the most.
Yes. I mean, at least they used him as comic relief. And they had another gay character who was just a regular person type gay character.
Gerbil, Julian Clary wasn't that bad. Julian Clary was just a gay comedian who told slightly more adult jokes in a time before there were gay comedians that told slightly adult jokes.
It's weird. That's a weird thing about Will and Grace is that it was weirdly balanced, because there was a balance. You know, that Jack was the on fire gay person who was on fire all the goddamn time, and then you had Will, who was gay but was very was more reserved as a character.
They always go with that stereotype, though.
Gayness.
They always go with that stereotype. If you've got a gay couple, one of them is always flaming, and one of them is always so down to earth it's sickening. I mean, you got regular down to earth like your normal Joe is, but this guy was so down to earth he could hear the ants digging.
Yeah. Well, you remember.
And that pattern has gone through a lot of shows. I mean, what was that one with Ed O'Neill in it? And Mercedes America. No, and Mercedes America, no. She was in it. Modern Family or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
There's a gay couple in there, exactly the same formula. Flaming one, sensible one.
Oh yeah, there's the flamer and then there's the reserved.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they do that just so they don't have to think too hard about any sort of a relationship dynamic, just like what they've done with the lesbian relationship in Supergirl.
Yeah, they then build the characters based on conflict instead of on what actually goes on.
Right. The characters are based on conflict instead of who those people are.
Yeah.
It's annoying. And that's what they did with Supergirl. When oh god, I can never remember the characters' names. Alex Danvers, Supergirl's foster sister, basically, and Maggie Sawyer. Now, let me backtrack a bit on this, because, you know, when you have things like the Bechdel test, and for a long time the feminists were complaining that women in entertainment, like TV and movies, and, you know, even comic books, they're always portrayed as being a character that is a second character based on who they're involved with, dating or whatever. Basically, it's like Flash's girlfriend, or Superman's girlfriend, or Captain Kirk's girlfriend, or whatever. You know, it was usually something like that. But then, you know, you get this lesbian couple in Supergirl, and one started off being a badass secret agent for the government. The other one started off being a badass cop. But the second they got into a relationship, the badassery went away, and they each just became that stereotype whiny, bitchy girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it went on forever, and I'm so glad they actually ended that relationship, but it'll come back. You know, because just when they just did the the crossover, the big crossover over event that they do with the DC shows on the CW. Supergirl and the Supergirl show takes place on a different Earth from Legends of Tomorrow. You know, they take place on different, basically in different realities, but they crossed over for this one thing. And of course, you know, you have the lesbian Sarah Lance in Legends of Tomorrow, and you have the lesbian, I almost said Maggie Sawyer, the lesbian Alex Danvers on Supergirl. So what do? Oh, well, these two are both the lesbians, and you know, they should hook up because they're the lesbians. You know, Socially Awkward Steve got involved again, and basically created another stereotype.
Yeah.
Of the two gay characters meeting. So of course they hook up, because what else are they going to do? Bullshit.
Yeah, we can't.
They could have had all that
And
conversation.
there's also an element of, well, gay people are the oppressed class, so we can't have them being lonely. So they just splat them together, whether they worked or not.
August Ames, a female porn star who was bullied into killing herself because she would perform with a gay porn star.
All I've seen on that is Mundane Matt's video, so I don't really know enough to comment. I mean, they're not sure whether she's killed herself or whether it was for some other causes yet, as far as I'm aware.
I've actually haven't heard about that. This is the first I'm hearing about it. But that's bullshit, too. You know? If it plays out like Table Coon has described, it's bullshit. Leave people alone. They don't want to do it.
Well, the thing is
don't make them.
The way that industry works, if an actor says, I don't want to work with him, then they don't work with him. It's just as simple as that. The mistake that was made here is she tweeted about it. So, of course, it turned into a Twitter controversy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So something that was nothing hit Twitter, and then all of a sudden, the shit show begins.
Yeah.
Now they're not sure whether she's killed herself yet, or whether it was a natural causes death, or what.
Well, yeah, like I said, this is the first time hearing about it, so I have no details.
I mean,
and I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt what we're doing here to go look into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sum total of what I know, so that's about all I can comment on it.
Yeah.
I'll wait and see.
But it bothers me when you have a crossover of some sort and the two gay characters meet, and the first thing they do is hop into bed together. It's like, come on, you really think that's all gay people do?
It's just weird how whenever you introduce two separate gay people, as soon as they sit down together, they immediately start talking like they've known each other for years.
Well, yeah, basically they're writing these two separate characters like they're the same character.
Yeah. I mean, that's a terrible thing that I've noticed happens a lot, is because they're either the same sexuality, or if you get two people in wheelchairs, they tend to do it with them as well, although they're a bit more careful.
Yeah, two people in wheelchairs, two people who have the same sexual interest. What the fuck is this with the phone now? You get two people who are... I know that. I know it's not mine.
Hello? Well, he's sure not messaging me. Well, he didn't. Right, okay. Right. Right. Bye. Well, this is going to be a short stream because apparently that's my food ready.
Oh, well. This is our problem with not scheduling.
Exactly, as part of it, which is kind of like I was wondering whether we wanted to wait until 6, but then we got going and I thought, no, this is too funny. So I might be back at about 6 my time, which would probably be, I don't know, you do the math, it's not my job.
I'm not doing math. It looks like it'll be in about an hour.
Yeah, thereabouts.
That actually gives me time to go put something in the oven.
Yeah. Anyway, we will catch you all later. Same bat time, same bat channel. Well, the same bat time. And this
it's unscheduled.
Yeah. We do it when we like. You guys have to catch up. It's not my fucking problem. Anyway,
Well, we do appreciate you all joining us.
y'all come back now.